Hi, welcome to day 19. And this is part 2 to Broken Yet Still Thriving. And if you haven't watched that video, you need to go back and watch Broken Yet Still Thriving. It's about a little sunflower that my daughter gave me. She accidentally broke it, so it was like right in half. We kind of fixed it with the glue dot. I didn't think it would live. It ended up growing 13 to 15 feet tall. Today's topic really is about being. My question to you is, are you weary and are you burdened? Are you exhausted? Are you just feeling overwhelmed with everything? And I'm going to read this first, and I'm going to tell you the rest of my story and what this is about and why I'm out here. So this is in Matthew 11:28 through 20 through 30. It says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest in your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." And since April, I've been really working a lot in a garden that my husband created for me. Created a garden bed for me, and I started doing work in it. And one big thing in the very beginning that I feel like God spoke to me and showed me was that as I was planting seeds, was you can't make those seeds grow. Like, you don't have the ability, no matter how much work you do, whether you're watering them or what, like, you have to water them just right, you got to give them just the right sunlight and shade and everything. But like, I don't have the power, I don't have the ability to take a seed and make it grow into a plant. Okay, all I can do is put my effort into it and make sure that I'm giving it the best environment I can so it can. But as far as me having that power, I don't. And that sunflower that grew to be 15 feet tall, and I didn't think it was going to live. I'm going to show you something behind me. Look at all of these. Okay, I didn't plant one of these. These are all sunflowers. Okay, these are sunflowers. And these all came from that one sunflower plant. And I'm telling you what, I've got sunflowers all over my yard because that one plant, the seeds went everywhere, and they grow everywhere. I have in my other garden, I have in my front. I transplant them and I move them around because I've gotten so many of them. And the reality is I didn't plant one of those seeds. I didn't do it. I don't have the power to make a plant grow and to make it flower or anything. And what he really spoke to me and showed me was like, you are working from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. like a chicken with their head cut off, so overwhelmed, so stressed, and so exhausted. And that's not what I created you to do. That's not what I wanted for you, is to be working like that. Yeah, we need to work, but ultimately it's God that's has the power to bring the fruit and the success of whatever it is that we're doing. And I guess really, like, my question to me and my question to you is are you working too much? Are you getting rest? Are you overwhelmed? Are you burdened? Do you feel like you're spinning your wheels and getting nowhere? Because I know exactly what that's like. And I think the hardest thing for a lot of us, for me especially, is to just let go and rest and trust God that He can do the rest. And sometimes us helping, like when I was planting seeds, this is what He showed me and said, okay, so you're gonna plant these seeds, and a week from now, if you don't see any plants, are you gonna go in there and start digging to see if there's little roots and seeing what's going on? And in my head, I'm like, that would be ridiculous. But yeah, it'd be ridiculous because I'd end up ruining it. And sometimes the more we're trying to go in here, go in there, trying to do, we end up making situation a little bit, making it worse than what it is. And for me, it's been really hard to let go and take a step back. But this whole everything that's been going on the last few months has kind of put me in a position to really reflect. And I think my hopefully question to you is, where is it that you need to step back from and let go and just trust? Because there is, yes, definitely there is this balance of you got to put in work. I believe that you got to put in the work, you got to put in the energy and your part in it, but there's becomes a point where it's too much and you're making things worse. And when I'm working in my garden and I'm looking at the plants, I'm looking at stuff, first of all, I realize I can't do it. I don't have the power to do it. I didn't create it. And second, I can only put my part in, and the rest of it happens on its own. And I think this here proves it. Like I said, I can't take credit for any of it. I didn't plant one seed. It recreated and it created this itself. So again, if you are weary and burdened, God says, Christ says that He gives rest. And He says that His yoke is easy and His burden is light. And I think what I love about this is He says, take my yoke and learn from me. I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. So I think it's amazing that we have a God that cares about our soul, but also cares about our rest, and knows that we tend, when we try and take control over everything, we can overwork ourselves, overburden ourselves, and become weary, and that was never His intention for us. I hope you have a good day. I will see you tomorrow.